Monoprice lightning cables, iPad photo management woes, the Hobbit coming to home video in March, HBO asking way too much for the Newsroom. It's Monday, February 11th, 2013, and this is iWake. I'm Tim Chaten, and this is what's going on in the Apple world today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of iWake. Before getting into the heart of today's show, I just want to make a brief mention, a little update on to the OmniFocus 2 story and situation. Ken Case tweeted out that you will be able to buy a Pro upgrade to OmniFocus 2. So if you get it from the Mac App Store, there'll be in that purchase on your Mac to upgrade to Pro if you get the regular consumer level, which I plan on getting. And if you buy it directly from OmniFocus, they have from the Omni Group, they have a way to upgrade as well. So that's the way I'll be probably going with this, as I don't think I'll need the Pro features, but we will see when it actually comes out. Let's now get into stuff that I have links to and have some stories about. The first is Monoprice. They have released some lightning cables. So the story here is that we have lightning cables from Monoprice, and they're pricey. You're looking at $10, $11 a cable versus Apple's, I think, $19. So you're saving some money, but not a bunch of money. So that's kind of a weird thing that I noticed as far as the pricing. Obviously, pricing will go down. That's something I totally expect to happen, but it still seems astronomically high. And I still don't know if, in fact, these are certified by Apple, but I do like Monoprice, and see this is definitely a good thing, and the first of what will be many, hopefully, updates as far as new cable providers. So now let's move on to my iPad photo management woes. I want to share this bit of a tale here. So I had a brilliant idea of let me move all my photo stuff to my iPad. I have a 64 gigabyte iPad, and my photo library is around 30 gigabytes. So plenty of room there, and as I need to upgrade, I can get the 128 gigabyte iPad if my photo library grows too large. So idea was, let me transfer it album by album by SD card to my iPad through the camera connection kit and do it that way, because that way it'll be tether free from the Mac. That way it'll be just fresh on the iPad. So I did this, and it took a long time to do this, as you can imagine. And by the end of it, I had a beautifully arranged album configuration with all these locally stored photos, and it worked out brilliantly. I didn't realize until after that there was no way, and is no way, to actually back up those photos to iTunes, to iCloud, or anything of the sort. That only the camera roll is considered part of the backup. That photos you import on there and the albums you create will not be backed up, to my knowledge. I may be wrong there, but to my knowledge, if I want to upgrade to a new iPad, I'm going to have to go through this whole process again, have to back up all these photos somewhere on my Mac, and it seems that you can't go iPad free if you want to deal with photos. The only solution I found was shared photo streams, but this will downscale your photos 3.5 megapixels, which, as you know, the iPhone 5 is at 8 megapixels, so you're losing a lot of quality there. So there really is no good solution for photo management on the iPad itself. And this is a travesty. This is a big oversight in my mind, and that I hope Apple corrects in iOS 7. If they do nothing else but do this in iOS 7, have some way to migrate photos from an old iPad to a new iPad, I would be happy. So with that said, there's a link in the show notes on how to select multiple photos on the iPad, where you do a 2-finger tap in the Photos app and drag your finger around. So a pretty cool thing there I discovered in this process. Next up, the brief mention that The Hobbit is coming to home video in March 19th. It'll be available, in all the different formats. All 3 versions include ultraviolet, sadly, and I'll be curious if they'll be able to do a conversion to the iTunes, as I could care less about Ultraviolet. And it's also confirmed that extended editions will be available in time for the holidays. So I will probably be buying this version as well as the extended editions when those do come out. Now the brief mention that Basecamp is now available as an iPhone app, an official app. It's available now in the App Store. And the last up on today's abbreviated show is that of HBO in the Newsroom. They have announced some dates and some pricing, which I'm kind of stunned by. So first off, dates: digital download and DVD and Blu-ray, June 11th. So this is perfect timing for them because you'll be able to buy it basically 2 or 3 months before season 2 starts to debut. So that will encourage people to get on HBO bandwagon when that season comes out. Now, the qualm I have here is the pricing. It'll be available on Blu-ray with HBO Select, I'm not sure what that means, for $80, which there are 10 episodes in this series. And that means you'll be paying $8 per episode of this hour-long series. So you have, for an hour's worth of content, that's $8, which is astronomically high in the HD format. Now, when you go DVD, it's $60, which that brings it down to $6 an episode, which is still astronomically high, especially for SD content. That's stuff that should be $2 an episode if you go by the pricing norms. So I'm not sure where they went pricing-wise here, why they went this route, but to me this screams greed, amongst other things. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they're doing here. So the Blu-ray with HBO Select offers 3 ways to watch: Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy, which I'm not sure what they mean by that, if they mean iTunes. It does say digital copies redeemable via iTunes, Vudu, or Amazon, as well as Ultraviolet. So it seems they're doing the right thing there. But $80 seems like a lot. They are doing a nice thing as far as the extras. They're doing audio commentaries, 5 audio commentaries for the episodes. So I'd say half the episodes will get an audio commentary. Seems lots of bonus features. But yeah, I guess time will tell as far as will Amazon down prices or how that will work. So anyways, that is the show for today. Not a whole lot of news to talk about today. I will be back tomorrow for another edition of iWake. Thank you for tuning into today's show. You can find my book, iPod Evolution, at iPodEvolution.net, and also in the iBookstore. I do YouTube videos at youtube.com/TCHATEN, and show notes are available at iWakePodcast.com. Thank you for tuning into today's show. I'll talk to everyone again real soon.